I've never been to the US before, and honestly, I had no plans to. But Europe's endless red tape and anti-technological bullying pushed me to do something crazy. I flew 6,000 miles just to see what the future actually looks like. So today, you'll experience it with me, through the eyes of a clueless European trying a driverless car for the very first time.
Seatbelt, because we can't do that FSD until it's
Sure.
got your route already preset. Next thing we're gonna do is follow these instructions. We're gonna hit start FSD, that blue button.
Okay,
right there.
let's do it.
Press and hold,
Okay.
and then you're gonna tap on the brake and you'll be on your way.
Okay, see ya. Okay, so it's driving already. Okay guys, so this is my first time doing FSD supervised. I just flew 6,000 miles
Van Ness Avenue.
into San Francisco. There's a truck that needs to pull through here. The car is already making space for it, and this is going to be our first right turn on Tesla
Now turn
FSD.
right onto Ellis Street.
Oh my god. I guess I'm just gonna let the car drive here, but I need to be sure that I can take over. I've never ever driven a car in the US. I've only ever driven in the Czech Republic and some other European countries. I hope that no one's honking at me right now. And you can hear how my voice is shaking because this is just a completely life-changing experience for me. Trying Tesla full self-driving for the first time ever in my life. We obviously don't have it in Europe yet. Hopefully that can change in a few months. And I don't know what to say, man. I guess I'll just be live reacting. I hope you can enjoy this POV drive with the GoPro strapped on my head. Hopefully I've set up everything correctly. And let's do this, guys. I absolutely love all the feedback you've been giving me on Robot RL. FSD seems to be a little bit losing its patience over here. Because there's a guy in front of us probably unloading their truck or something, or maybe just waiting for traffic to clear. And I don't know if people are honking at him or if people are honking at me or what's happening right now, but the car is really patient, and I just hope that FSD doesn't, disengage, and that this drive will be able to complete with 0 disengagements. Okay, the truck looks like it's backing up into us. Hopefully FSD can actually handle that, because if it can't, then I'll have to... Oh, shit. If FSD can handle that, then I'll have to shift to reverse, right? No, it's actually going forward. Oh my god. I almost thought that, like, before driving even 10 meters on Tesla FSD and getting stuck behind this truck, they're also going to, like, run into us. And I was kind of nervous that FSD didn't do anything. Like, there isn't anyone behind us. FSD is reacting really quickly and really smoothly to this guy finally driving. So I hope we can get on our way and complete our first edge case full of waiting. FSD is deciding on what to do.
Now turn right onto Franklin Street.
It's already engaging the right turn signal, going around this construction truck, and there's a stop sign over here. So let's see how we can handle that. It's giving plenty of space to the truck that's right in front of us. And now it's going all the way to the stop sign to actually, stopping for a pedestrian and for the stop sign. Gone all the way to 0 miles per hour. Is it going to do that again? No, it considered that stopping for the stop sign, and now a really challenging merge that we have to do, that I would not be able to do in, like, a confident manner, but hopefully FSD can do it. Oh, it actually wasn't super polite. Yeah, this was kind of a little bit janky. We have a red light, but back there FSD didn't merge really smoothly, but this guy behind us was really nice and courteous, and he let us go as we creeped in. But maybe that's the only way to actually get somewhere in San Francisco. I don't know. You probably have to be assertive here to get anywhere. I really don't know. I'm just a savage from Europe, you know, whose only experience of driving is old medieval streets like Prague. And I'm here sitting in a robot, trusting it with my life in a completely foreign, wild city in the Wild West. The wildest, westest place you can possibly go, which is San Francisco. Green light, smooth, quick acceleration from the Model 3. And it's changing lane to the left. I probably should like hover my foot above the brake just in case, you know. But I really do not want to intervene if I absolutely don't have to here. I know driving a Tesla is pretty easy, but I still have to, you know, not destroy this car over here because that would probably ruin me financially. I have like an okay insurance, but not sure if it would cover it.
500 feet, turn left onto Pine Street.
Not sure if my insurance would cover a destroyed car. It's driving really on the left inside this lane.
Now
and
turn left onto Pine Street.
Now it's already signaling a left turn. So far, really challenging situations right from the start. That first merge was pretty hard to do. And I've already done a few Waymo rides, and I can already see and say that FSD is just much smoother and feels more confident, more elegant, more refined. And that's just the camera-based neural net approach that Tesla is doing. No LiDAR necessary. This just confirms everything, you know? Slowing down for the car in front of us, super elegant. And we should get to our destination in 10 minutes, if the display can be trusted. And you guys, let me know in the comments. Have you ever seen anything like this? This is my first trip to the USA, like in my life. And I'm already doing full self-driving. Like, I couldn't pass this opportunity. And I couldn't wait for full self-driving to come in Europe, so I just came to it, you know? It feels surreal, man. Even after already trying Waymo, this feels surreal. And Waymo was really good. Like, I wouldn't say that Waymo is bad, but this is just on another level altogether. Even the visualizations, like the 3D representation of the world, is much more elegant and refined. And yeah, right now it's pretty easy. Although San Francisco is super vertical, it doesn't really show on the camera that well. But these streets go up and down, and some of them have and even have like a 31% slope. So super challenging. It's going 25 miles per hour. This is the only video where I don't have to show you a conversion from kilometers. Maybe I'll show you a conversion from miles to kilometers, actually. Because this is my first Tesla drive. This is actually my first Tesla drive in the US as well. You guys loved my breakdown of Tesla FSD in Europe, but that wasn't my video. That was Tesla's official video that I just slowed down to 0.25x speed and analyzed. And you guys let me know which format do you like better? Me sitting in the car and giving you my raw first impressions, or me recording a route and then giving you a detailed voiceover breakdown? Because I know, I'm not that good of an English speaker, so my raw thoughts can sometimes be pretty rough, and it takes me a while to get my thoughts out of my mouth. But on the other hand, it feels much more authentic, right? It feels like you're riding with me and not just watching a video with me. So gives you that emotional value, which I hope I milked to its absolute limits in this video, especially in the
500
start.
feet, turn right onto Presidio Avenue.
Yeah, we're changing lanes to the right and going up this super steep hill through Lyon. And right now it's gonna turn to the right.
Now turn right onto Presidio Avenue.
And it feels amazing, guys. We've got a red light. Yellow into a red. Hey, there's a Waymo. Let's wave hi to the Waymo right in front of us. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit of a competition between FSD and Waymo. We'll see. We'll see who can get there first. And guys, the Waymos and Teslas are everywhere here in San Francisco. It's a big cultural shock for me because seeing a Tesla in Prague, while it's not as uncommon as it was a few years ago, it is still like, hey, there's a new Tesla, cool. But here in San Francisco, every second car is a Tesla. And every third car is a Waymo, So it's crazy seeing these robots drive around. And with the Robotaxi network coming alive in just a few weeks from now, basically, it feels like we're something that most of the world is still just sleeping on. This turn was again so elegant. It feels like I being driven by a personal chauffeur just right now. Like, I'm trying to stay ready to take over, but it's super hard because it's so comfortable. It doesn't really feel like it should be necessary to take over for me at any moment. And even if I were to take over, I'm still confident that the car can do a better job than me in this new country. Man, it feels just super cool. You can't even feel the car stopping. That's how smooth the stopping behavior is. And that's something I focus on a lot when someone is driving me. And when I'm driving myself, I try to be as smooth as possible during my stops. And I can never be as smooth as this. Like going down to 0 miles per hour here, there is absolute smoothness, like 100% computational smoothness. And it wasn't like that on a Waymo either. There's a stop sign over here. We've got a little bit of a traffic situation. FSD's being assertive, going through the intersection. And it did it. Felt amazing. Can I actually tilt the screen a little bit? You would probably have to do that in the software, right? Okay, and I have to pay attention to the road because the camera over here just saw me. Hello, I'm not driving. It's the car. Oh my God. Yeah, the camera just saw me looking at the screen too much, and the car reminded me to be ready to take over and actually look right in front of me. We've got another stop sign, 4-way street. And guys, I didn't have to touch the steering wheel once so far. So I hope we can get through this whole ride without doing that. And we're actually already in the Presidio. Maybe I can lower the temperature a little bit so that my GoPro doesn't overheat. Oh, maybe. Okay. Pay attention to the road again. Hopefully we don't get banned. Yeah. Because I can already feel the GoPro overheating on my forehead. Okay. Stay smooth. Yeah, let's just pay attention to the road. And I really like this driver monitoring approach. Feel a little bit of G-force, but not nearly as much as on the Waymo. And I'm probably gonna do a separate Waymo comparison video, because tomorrow I'm gonna do another test drive, possibly with the Cybertruck, which I've also never tried. And yeah, looking forward to that. Stopping at the stop sign is necessary by the law, so that's why Tesla FSD is stopping, but the stops are just perfect, guys. I know it can feel like a little thing and not that necessary and not that hard, but to go back to my argument, I've never felt a car stop as smooth as this, okay? Not even the best human drivers I've been driven by, and I've been driven by some good drivers, not even the Waymo I've tried yesterday. This is just perfect driving, guys. And it's ready for Robotaxi. I can already tell you that, because I'm basically unable to drive in here, okay? I don't know how to drive in the US. I don't know how to drive in California. I don't know how to drive in San Francisco, for God's sake. And I just sat in a Tesla and it's taking me on a tour around town.
In 500 feet, enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
I'm basically the first human from the public. I'm basically the
Now enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
I'm basically the first non-employee who has taken a Tesla Robotaxi ride. Because I couldn't drive through this on my own. I can promise you that. I just went through this roundabout like it's nothing.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Graham Street.
Oh my God. It's gonna turn left. I can just lean back, you know. Of course, be ready to take
Now turn
over.
left onto Graham Street.
Okay, we've got a little bit of a situation in here. We gotta be cautious to these cars. Squeeze by this dude. And this is gonna be challenging because there's a bus, super wide bus. It's going our way and we have to drive a little bit into the bike lane. But I guess the car can do that. You can see it on the screen.
Then your destination will be on the left.
It has no objections against going across the bike lane. And it's just doing it. And now we're gonna just turn right.
Turn sharp right onto Anza Street.
And it's gonna park itself. So let's pay attention to the parking, guys, before we go back to the Tesla shop. Okay.
Now your destination is on the left.
Let's see how it handles this destination, because I know it can park, but it doesn't park all the time. All right, it just pulls over to the side, and then it reverses. Oh my God. Is it actually reversing into a parking spot, or is it just... Oh no, it's going to just pull over here? What is the car going to do, man? No, it wants to go left. It's signaling to the left. No, it parked itself. Oh my God, that was perfect. Okay, let's just put the camera here and let's start FSD supervised again and go back. Just tap brake to confirm. And it's going. Speed limited to 85 miles per hour. That's not going to be a problem in here. And we're going back, I guess. Zero touching of the steering wheel. Let's see if we can make it back with zero interventions as well. I hope the camera is still recording, because this is probably going to be the best video I've ever recorded in my life.
If you want to fund more experiences like this, the thanks button is right there.
To be fair, the route wasn't that challenging so far.
Right onto Lincoln Boulevard.
This is a little bit rough. This is what we have in front of us right now. There's a pothole on my left. Let's see if we go through it. It was kind of smooth. Can't feel if the Tesla actually went over it or not. And right now we have a right turn coming up with
Now
some
turn right onto
traffic.
Lincoln Boulevard.
The FSD visualizations are so smooth. I feel like they're at least 60 hertz, 60 FPS. The car knows exactly what to do. We've got another stop sign all way. And there's a bus which is stopping so that Tesla knows it can go. And there's a police car ahead.
100 feet, enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
Let's see if the police actually mind that this car is driving itself. Oh, but they probably don't, because there goes another Waymo, also driverless. You know,
Enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
welcome to San Francisco. We're living in the future here. Driverless car, driverless car, driverless car. And to hammer the point home, guys, I'm not the driver here, okay? I'm just a Robotaxi passenger. To make it absolutely clear to everyone who's watching this video, there is 0 drivers in this car. I'm just sitting here. 2025, May 6th or 7th or whatever it is. Less than 2 months to Tesla's first official Robotaxi deployment. I'm already being driven by a Robotaxi. And it just feels surreal. Let's see if we can encourage a little competition between the Waymo and the Tesla. He had to stop because of the law, but it probably wouldn't be necessary. But you know, with the stops being as smooth as they are, I don't really mind them anymore. Another one. And that's the main difference between the US and Europe, is that we have almost no stop signs in Europe, and almost all intersections are being handled by either roundabouts or just yield signs. And we have like a default rule that if there's no sign, then you are giving the right of way to the guy who's on the right of you, and that's just a default rule. But if there's a yield sign, then you yield to everyone, but you don't have to stop. If there's no one, you can just roll through. And if there's a roundabout, then you know how roundabouts work. You have them here too, but the difference is that we just have them everywhere.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Pacific Avenue.
This is just great. The Tesla employee told me that I could do my own route as well, but I was kind of scared to do the torture
Now
tests.
turn left onto Pacific Avenue.
The torture test that I set up for Tesla FSD without an employee like sitting next to me. But you know, maybe after today, I'm gonna be like much more confident to actually do that. We have a really interesting traffic situation over here, and Tesla FSD just handle it like a boss. And here's I guess this is the 31% steep climb. Holy cow, this is super steep. You couldn't probably even go up this hill on a gas car.
Lion Street.
You have to have an electric robot just to ascend this hill for you. And now there's a stop sign here as well. And 2 cars to the left and to the right. And just the Tesla just handled it like a boss again. And look at that view, guys. This is pure San Francisco sightseeing. Steep hills, Waymos, and driverless Teslas everywhere. I hope I'm not being too obnoxious here, but I'm just so excited about doing this. And I already reached out to... Oh, there was a crow in the road, and FSD just didn't really panic or anything because of it, which is correct. But I wonder what would have happened if the crow was actually in her way. It would probably use its neural network and fly away before the car could do anything to it. But what I wanted to say is that I reached to Holmar's blog and to AI Driver, but unfortunately none of them were actually in San Francisco. Stop for pedestrian within crosswalk. Huh. We've got some signs in here that FSD is avoiding. I have no idea what all those signs mean, guys. It shouldn't be illegal for me to do this, but luckily the car is actually a Robotaxi already and can do all of this on its own. And I guess right now it wasn't like the most courteous move, because the car to the left was going through the intersection already, but FSD was just assertive. And I don't know, let me know in the comments, was this the right move? I honestly don't know. I have no idea. We have the green light, so now I do know that we can go through.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Bush Street.
But hopefully the next time I'm in the US, I can actually do a collab with one of the other full self-driving channels and do a little chat with them as well. Because that would be super exciting for me. Both AI Driver and Hallmark's catalog have been a huge inspiration and proof of concept for my channel as well. Because I wanted to be the first and the best who makes full self-driving videos in Europe.
Turn left onto Bush Street.
And this drive brings me even closer to my dream of doing that. Oh, that was actually super tight left turn. Be careful about the cars to our left. We're already changing lanes to avoid them. And stopping at another red light. Taking the green light. And we'll be there in 8 minutes. You can see the San Francisco skyline in front of us. So we're driving towards the city center right now. And I've also taken on quite the American accent since arriving here a few days ago. My first impressions in the US is just, it feels surreal. It feels a little bit like coming home, because I've been consuming so much of US media and US culture that I've always felt like it was super close to me. And partly I'm just amazed by the technology that's already here and that could be in Europe as well. Because full self-driving could be in Europe today, and it's just not because of our stupid regulations. And after trying it for the first time today, it makes me even more angry that we still don't have it. Because this is life-saving, life-changing technology that could help so many people and avoid so many disasters that it's borderline criminal to block it and not allow it. And that's just so frustrating. And even more so after trying it. Because there's zero hesitation from the car. You guys have to understand that this feels like the best driver I've ever been driven by, with 100% no hesitation, no awkward moves. Well, you guys let me know about that. If the car did some mistakes, maybe like in the beginning when we were merging and turning to the right, it was pretty assertive a few times today, but I'm not even sure if those were improper or impolite or illegal moves. But no one honked at us. There's a guy exiting his car on the right. FSD wasn't really scared about that as well. There was zero, and I mean zero, phantom braking today. All of the issues that we have back home with the standard autopilot, which is garbage, by the way, at this point, all of the issues with standard autopilot are gone. This is an entirely new software stack, 100% end-to-end neural networks, the smartest robot you can get inside the car, seeing all over with 8 cameras and driving you around. And when I tell you that, you can say like, yeah, see, it feels pretty good. That must be a pretty good ride. But until you sit in the car and try it, you know nothing. And I can tell you that because I've seen hundreds and hundreds of FSD videos.
Turn right onto Van Ness Avenue.
No videos from AI Driver prepared me for how it would actually feel to sit in the driver's seat for the first time and not drive. And you can't even do that on a Waymo. Anyways, you have to sit in the passenger seat or you have to sit in the back. With a Tesla, you just pop the belt, sit in the driver's seat, and drive on your own. And now I'm being pretty anxious about how we'll get back to the Tesla dealership. Like, the last few meters of driving today, and I'm curious if FSD can do that as well, or if I will actually have to take over right in the end here. Let's see about that. We have the green light, car is going. 0 intervention so far. Let's not jinx it, guys. There's a guy walking his dog, a red light.
Turn right onto Van Ness Avenue.
And we are already at Van Ness Avenue. Tesla is folding its mirrors for some reason. Okay, be careful. I'm actually looking at the screen instead of looking out. Well, I'll have to look to the left here to know if the car is doing it right. Okay, feels like there's a gap now. Let's shoot it. Okay. And the Tesla executed perfectly on the gap that opened. It's going around this car, maneuvering like crazy. A stress reminder just popped up on my watch to tell me that I need to relax, maybe breathe in, breathe out slowly to lower stress. Because I'm stressed out, and not by the car doing anything incorrect. It's the best driving experience I've ever had from anyone. Sorry, everyone that's ever driven me, but there's just no competition. No competition. And we have a green light. It looks like we're gonna go down this hill for a while. And this drive has taken a little bit more than 30 minutes, actually. I can see that. So I hope the Tesla employees are not mad when I return the car a little bit too late. But they were so nice to let me like record the whole drive and made me nervous by not giving me a freaking Tesla rep to sit in next to me and hold my hand during all of this. I'm just alone here, guys. It feels surreal. Okay, so we'll just have to get in.
Now your destination is on the right.
Yeah, the destination is on the right, so hopefully the car can park itself as well. And it's actually doing that. Holy crap. It's just parking itself perfectly over here. No stopping. And we're here. 0 intervention drive. No touching of the steering wheel. And the Tesla has just driven me through busy San Francisco for 30 minutes. Guys, this is just unbelievable. The future is now. Be sure to like the video. Let me know in the comments which part you liked the most. And this will be one of my favorite videos I've ever made. Hopefully, at least a little bit, you can feel that with me. Thank you so much for all of your support and feedback, and see you in the next one.